Really stupid. I said it was stupid. I was like, well, what is this? Why? I mean, the North doesn't like the South, the SoCal people, and the SoCal people don't like the North. I like both sides. I've been on
What's
both
what's
sides.
the difference between North California and South SoCal?
Okay, so SoCal. So here's how SoCal works. SoCal has we're the tourists. Where I live, it's all tourist. It's pretty much all tourist at that point. North Cal is all farming and like you go for miles and there's really nothing.
It's not what the movies have as California, basically.
Yeah, pretty much the dictate the what people think of California is from the movies. It's not all like that.
It's more like SoCal is like what you would see in the movies and everything like that.
Yeah, it's more of the tourist traction. It's more of people come here for Disneyland, Universal Studios, things like that, and take in the sports because that's all we have here is mostly sports, entertaining stuff like that.
Doesn't like they have like two baseball teams there. They got the Dodgers and
We
the
have the Dodgers and the Angels, and then for football we have the Chargers and we have now the Rams. And
oh
then
yeah,
hockey, and then hockey we have two. We have the LA Kings and the Anaheim Ducks.
yeah, you guys do have the. I forgot you guys had the Rams back then. Damn.
We were supposed to have the Raiders, but the Raiders decided, well, Oakland's not going to do us anything, and Chargers took the LA spot because there was only one spot left to share the stadium. So what happened was, what the Raiders decided, we're going to go to Vegas. We're going to go to Vegas. That's what happened.
Before we get into the wrestling, I already started live or whatever. I want to bow my head. Movie Pass is dead.
Movie Pass is dead. Wow.
Let me explain. Movie Pass, it's a great concept, but unfortunately, they haven't been able to execute it well. What's been happening is they went from, hey, you go see a movie every day or whatever. Now, after this update, because they've been losing money or whatever, you can only see 3 movies a month. And after those 3 movies, you get a $5 discount.
And who's the Movie Pass through?
Yeah. It's the company paying the movie whatever theater you go to that for the ticket. So they reimburse the
gotcha
for the ticket. And besides that, there have also been reports that Movie Pass is limiting what movie you can see. So if there are 6 movies playing, you can only probably see 2 or 3 of them.
Wow.
So
that's interesting.
I'm trying to decide in my mind which is the better deal, like, or just go ahead and just shut the movie theaters out of my life forever, because the Movie Pass, they have that $9.99 for whatever, and they said they're going to fix the app or whatever, or the AMC. Well, I don't know if you got AMC out there in California.
Yeah, we do. We have them all over the place.
So they have this thing called an A-lister. $20 a month. You can only see 3 movies per week, but it resets every Friday. So like Monday through Friday, see 3 movies, reset, and whatever. But it goes throughout the whole month.
I didn't know you were into movies like that.
I'm into good deals. That's basically why I'm into good deals.
I wait for it's funny, I haven't been to a theater in like over 4 years.
Damn.
And the reason for it is because I just don't think the theaters are worth my time. I don't feel honestly that it's worth like that $11 or even paying for a pass. I'll wait for the Blu-ray or I'll wait for it to come digital, you know what I mean, and rent it, for $4.
I feel you on that. I got Movie Pass and everything like that, but in the essence, Movie Pass is a good deal. $10 a month, and for the whole
did they give you food and stuff too with that?
Unfortunately, not.
Wow.
I mean, but you can buy this bucket from AMC where you buy it for $10, and then every time you come, you can refill a gallon bucket of popcorn for like $4.50.
That's not bad. Okay.
But
I think the next movie I'd probably go see, if I wanted, the 2 movies I want to go see is the Queen movie. I want to see that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's the other one? Venom, and what's the other one that's coming out? That shark movie with Jason's yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, what MoviePass needs is some major funding because apparently not enough people are signed up for MoviePass, and their payout to the theaters isn't enough to where their subscription base or whatever.
Yeah.
Wow, I went to MoviePass from on a wrestling show. Let me see. Well, let's dive right into wrestling. Whatever. Let's talk about the Mae Young Classic. The reason I want to start off with that one first is because it's the shortest thing here. I thought the Mae Young Classic was gonna start like sometime this month, but it was a big tease. It was just pretty much introducing the females that are going to be participating in the Mae Young Classic. 32 women. Some of them I knew, some of them I didn't.
I felt a little disappointed.
Yeah.
A little bit of like that wow factor of it was kind of disappointing when you get to see Michael Cole on the mic. Mike, I thought it was Mario Ronaldo. It was announced Mario Ronaldo. What happened? Like, and then we got Reese Young, and I'm like, okay, I'm okay with Reese Young though, and I'm okay with Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix does a pretty good job on the mic. I don't mind her, and I don't mind Reese Young, but Michael Cole.
To be fair, Michael Cole isn't that bad when he's
Beth Phoenix
when he's not on Raw. When he does stuff like this, he's decent. I'll be fair with that.
He's decent. I would rather see Corey Graves there though. Corey Graves is savage though.
Okay. Corey Graves, mate.
Yeah, I'd rather see Corey Graves there because when Corey Graves did the thing with who was it with the Beth Phoenix for the mixed match challenge, I think it was, or was that Michael Cole? I could be wrong.
It was all three of them. It was Cole, Graves, and Beth Phoenix.
Yeah, I'd rather see that than I'd rather see Reese Young. I know they're giving Reese Young a push because for commentary because Jonathan Coachman just can't commentate anymore.
Really, what they should have done was they should have had Renee do lead commentary, had Beth Phoenix there, and then either Corey Graves or Corey Graves as the third person. That's how they should, Women's Revolution have Renee as the lead commentator.
Well, what I didn't really understand from the Mae Young Classic is that, and I don't know. I knew a lot of the names. I knew a lot of the names. Like, okay, I got it. Madison Rayne had to change her name because they felt, she's still being announced for Ring of Honor stuff still for tapings and stuff. So I get it, and I get some of the moves. But what I didn't understand is, what's her name's friends in it? Simi Sakai, her friends in it. The Chinese wrestler that's legendary that they were kept saying it was legendary.
Miyoko, Miyoko.
Yeah. I was like, that's Semi Sakai's friend. Like they were both in the they came up together, so I like that. They brought in some talent that I liked, like Tony Storm. I would love to see Tony Storm get pretty far.
Is there a woman that really stood out to you, and a woman that who you like, just going off who you saw?
I'll tell you four. Right now. Mia Yim, Ashley Rain, Lo Shirai, oh god, and Tony Storm was another one if I didn't say that. Oh god, there was another one. What's her name from former Impact person? Her name was different than it was. K something rather. She was part of the staple with Maria Kanella. She was the big authority. She was the big
Allison K.
Yeah. That's the other one. So those are the four or the five that are stands out to me, because to me, Madison Rayne should have been signed a long time ago to NXT, and I felt like it was a missed opportunity. Same with her too. You know what? I was surprised they didn't have what's her name that's been begging for WWE. Taylor Hicks? I was surprised.
Taylor Hendricks, the one that accused Jay Lethal of the stuff.
Yeah. I'm surprised. She's been begging for months to be part of this.
That probably messed her up though, because they got to go through all the litigation to see who's telling the truth and everything like that. So
That's true.
they probably don't want.
What about Vavita Scott? I'm surprised about that too.
Oh, Betty Scott's been kind of quiet, man. I haven't heard anything from her from like.
She's got a whole new gimmick now. She's in the independent scene. Got a whole new gimmick. She wears a hamster hat now, or hamster thing as she comes out now. You haven't seen it. Yeah. She's changed her whole gimmick. She's more entertaining now. I was surprised they didn't go after her, and I was surprised they didn't go after what's her name, the big Havoc. I was surprised.
Yeah, Havoc's not getting anywhere besides independent. Yeah, like on Twitter, they dug her stuff where she was calling Mexican people wet bats and black people niggers. So it's a wrap. That's as far as she'll probably get. Unfortunately, like, she's very talented in the ring, but come on, man, you're on Twitter even before you. I mean, if you're a wrestler and you're in the independent scene and you're using your Twitter, which pretty much promotes everything you do, and you're calling people niggers, you don't expect to go to a big country.
I didn't know she went that far.
I'm behind these black people, fucking hate niggers, always getting chicken. Okay, whatever, bro.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Damn. Shit.
My 4-1 that stick out, of course, Miyoko. If you
right on.
Miyoko, oh my god, former Women of Stardom champion. The Lady Destroyer. I forgot her name, but Miyoko, she's fucking awesome. Allison Kay, Pinky's up, and of course Io Shirai. If I had to pick a winner, just like I hate to say this, Deonna Purrazzo.
Ooh, that's interesting. Why don't we go with Rachel Evans? Oh, okay. If we're gonna go that way, we might as go that Paul Ellering's daughter. She's pretty good too. I should have put her I should have had a top 6 there. She should be in there. Deonna Purrazzo, they've been high up on her for quite a while.
I think she's going to be like the breakout star of this. I think the reason I say she could win is because it's too obvious to have Io Shirai win 2 Japanese women back to back every year. And Io Shirai, she's already going to be a big star in NXT, whatever. The Lady Destroyer, she's just there to, make a splash and then whatever. Allison Kay, she'll probably go to NXT and she's a good character, whatever. And who else did I name?
I think you will have her, but I think Toni Storm's you gotta talk about, if you're gonna talk about talent that could be in the finals. Toni Storm's one of those.
Ooh.
Toni Storm should be in the one of the 2. Because if you're not gonna go Lo Shirai, which Triple H has been high up on for quite some time, you're not gonna go Lo Shirai, then you wanna kind of have Toni Storm, because Toni Storm right now is the hotness right now. If you've seen her matches in the NXT UK stuff, she's gonna be getting the champion soon. That's what I've been reading. She's gonna get. They're all high up on her in NXT over there, so why not?
I can see that, yeah, especially. But here's the thing: if the winners of the 2 finalists, they're gonna fight at Evolution. Hopefully, they have enough sense to either have the woman who wins the Mae Young Class, she gets to either fight for the NXT Women's Championship or one of the women's championships on the main roster.
Well, couldn't they do the same thing like they did Braun Strowman? Have a Mae Young Championship? Wouldn't that be something starting?
A big old blue belt.
Yeah, like a baby blue belt. Wouldn't that be something like a green baby blue belt? Well, they have to do so at this point. Here's what I think is going to happen in Evolution at this point, and this is me just saying. I think they're going to have 2 tag team. They're going to have tag team belts. I think that's a given, because the way they're doing the whole tag team thing on Raw, which is a snore fest. Because I just can't get behind Bayley or Sasha at this point. They should have feuded at this point. You're going to have that. You're probably going to have a middle of the road title belt, and then you're going to start having a women's all promotion. I guarantee it. If this goes well, they're going to have a women's all promotion thing on the network. Now, I don't know what day they're going to do that on. Are they going to do it after Monday Night Raw happens? Like, they go live right after Monday Night Raw? Is that what we're going to do? We're going to separate. Are we going to start separating all the stuff? If Evolution goes well, are they going to continue it as a weekly show?
They might continue like a yearly paper. I can see a yearly pay-per-view.
Well, then what's going to be? Well, if it goes very well and they have the titles, how do you have that? How do you have that work between SmackDown and Raw? You don't.
Yeah, I mean, damn, that time will have to be perfect because now you're adding more belts and more storylines and more people got to get TV time. Yeah, that would be kind of tough.
And then also too, the big rumor is, in WWE wise, is the cruiserweight tag team titles.
Whoa, no, whoa, no.
That's actually they've actually shown pictures of what the belts are actually going to look like.
I don't know how to feel about that. It might be too.
They said something after SummerSlam they're going to announce titles. I'm like, oh god, why?
I mean, okay, when I think about it, 205 Live.
They need something.
Yeah, because I can see. Yeah, because there's only one belt on 205 Live, so you got this very big, decently sized roster.
TJ Perkins needs to be off of 205 Live.
What, does he suck? I mean,
TJ Perkins, the thing is, he is not meant to be on the cruiserweight side of things. Like his characters, him being a heel right now, it's like, for me, he should be on the main roster more than 205 Live. He is so much better if he was fighting for the Intercontinental title. He'd make the Intercontinental title look good. His heel, if you go watch his heel turn, it's the best thing I've ever seen. It's the best thing I've ever seen in a while. And I said to, who was it, Brady, I think it was, I said, TJP, yeah, his music's gimmicky. Yeah, I know it's the Mega Man stuff. But when he comes out and he's just like being a savage heel, he should be on the main roster fighting for that Intercontinental. It would make the Intercontinental belt a little bit better. And he doesn't look like he's 200 pounds. That weight limit. He doesn't look like that to me. I think he should move over. I think he should move weight classes personally. Move.
They should. I mean,
he's not being used right either.
I don't think the cruiserweights are limited. It's just they're stuck on that show. Like I don't think like a small guy can't be on the main show. It's just how they're written and how they want to take up TV time. I think that's pretty much how it is.
Yeah.
But another big thing before we get into Ring of Honor, there was a rumor, I don't know how true it is, that Asuka left and walked out on WWE. I don't think that's true, but that was one of the big rumors that came on.
Well, she walked out of WWE. Amen. Amen. It's good. It's good. If it does happen like that, good. They're not even using her character right. Like what? She's not getting. She was rumored to be part of the trip. There was going to be a fatal 4-way, right? For the women's belt for SmackDown. We all know who's getting the title at this point. It's if you pretty much followed the storyline, it's going to be Becky Lynch. And what has she done for me lately? Nothing. What has Asuka done? Lose and not lose in shitty ways to interference. It should be Asuka and Carmella for title, and it should be Asuka getting over at this point, but in typical WWE fashion, we're not going to let the Japanese wrestler, we're going to make them look stupid. So, and we're going to have them make them lose, and we're going to have them lose weak, and we're going to have them fight mid-card talent that's no relevancy. That's what it is. And it's sad because Kana came in and she was on this fire streak and everybody loved her, and I still love her. But the thing is, she needs to go back. She needs to go to, honestly, Ring of Honor. Personally, just go be part of the Women's of Honor or go Impact. If she does walk out. Now, my thing is, if she walks out, are they going to do the whole Neville thing? If that rumor is true. Because Neville's locked into a contract. Until Triple H said, not Triple H, it was Vince McMahon, locked his contract. He can't go non-complete cause. He can't go anywhere until the contract expires. He's not coming back to, he's already stated he's not coming back to WWE. So why would he? He moved back to England and everything. Took his money. He took his money and everything, yeah. Don't blame him.
Can't blame him, though. I mean, but also, I can't even say, I'm not even going to say anything. Because Enzo, as much shit as Enzo gets, he did revitalize the cruiserweight division with some.
Well, he's Impact bound. I'm already saying this now. I say this in the next 6 months.
With the big cast, without big
Oh, without Big Cass, he don't need Big Cass. He's good on his own. Give him a mic. I know he's not the greatest wrestler in the world, but he can put on pretty good matches, honestly. Who else? And I know the rumors out there about this. Chris Jericho may be going to Impact. Good. He's already in talks. He's been in talks with Don Callis for a while about going to Impact because they're now doing the whole wrestling thing. Good. Maybe he'll be the key that unlocks the whole New Japan Impact thing. I really hope it is. Well, maybe
it's probably gonna be just like pay-per-view type thing, like how he does in New Japan at the pay-per-view and then leaves.
Well, the way Chris Jericho's talking, it may just be every week. He may be on television every week.
Dang.
And he's talking about, he said, my relationship with Vince McMahon, the reason why I haven't performed in the United States, I didn't want to piss Vince McMahon, but Vince McMahon doesn't care either way. So he's now talking about possibly working for English, probably for U.S. promotions.
That's big.
And Don Callis and him have been friends for quite a while. So I wouldn't be shocked if we see him in Impact. And it'll make Impact better. It'll make Impact get a huge audience.
So star quality.
Yeah. And then you bring Enzo Amore into that mix. I know Don Callis doesn't want to sign a lot of WWE talent. That's the thing. He said it himself. He doesn't want to, but you kind of have to if you think about it.
Especially their talented people.
If Asuka's on the market, if let's say she does walk out, she's on the market. If I'm Impact, I'd sign the shit out of her. I would sign her real quick.
Oh, hell yeah.
Or Ring of Honor, either of the two. I would sign them real freaking quick. I wouldn't let but I'm gonna look that up now since you said it.
Hold on. 2 minutes. You can take over the show for a little bit.
All right. So guys, if you haven't been following the wrestling stuff, I'm looking now to see this Asuka stuff. Let's see if I'm in the right or let's see. Hold on. I want to see this. I want to see if she does walk out of WWE. I want her to walk out of WWE, to be honest, with everybody here that's watching. I would love to see her walking out. If you guys didn't watch this week, wrestling wise, NXT, another good show. Aleister Black, they're writing him off television. We're gonna have Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. So yeah. Stuff like that. So it's gonna be pretty cool. What else? Looks like Paul Heyman may have a new Paul Heyman guy, supposedly.
Guess who's Bizak? I heard that about Samoa Joe. Like he might become a Paul Heyman guy.
Well, they're saying Lars Sullivan. They're saying that big dude out of NXT, Lars Sullivan.
Okay. I do like that direction. Although he don't have to make a big splash. Like, okay, isn't it supposed to be Roman Reigns versus Brock at SummerSlam, right?
Yeah, and Roman Reigns getting over supposedly. But I heard the other side of that Brock Lesnar, the whole big shocker is going to be Brock Lesnar still going to walk out with the title.
If they're really going to have Paul Heyman be with Lars Sullivan, and Lars Sullivan is the next big thing, you got to have Lars Sullivan come in and just wreck Brock's shit at the end and cause Roman Reigns to win.
Yeah. Well, NXT was good this week, though. Tommaso Ciampa and Gargano, they're gonna have a last man standing match, though. That was reworked. And then what was it? Aleister Black was written off television because he has a groin injury. That's why.
Oh shit! I thought they were gonna have like a last man standing between Ciampa.
Yeah, they are because they wrote him off of TV.
Not Gargano, but Gargano and Black for like the number one contendership.
They did already. No. So they had that match as you were talking about, not number one contender. What they did was Aleister Black, after it all happened, that they went on YouTube and they said breaking news: Aleister Black was taken out and he was severely unconscious. Perfect sell for him though, but they were writing him off television though. He has a groin injury at the moment. So it's going to be Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa for the title, last man standing, which I'm cool with that. So now that gives us the third match like we wanted. So I'm cool with that. And it can go either way, for my opinion. You can have Gargano go over at that point and win the title, like it should have been all along. But then the whole Tommaso Ciampa thing, then that feud continues. Do you want that feud to continue or not? I mean, depends how you take it.
Depends on if you're tired of seeing it or whatever.
What else? What else did they have this week? Candice LeRae did a pretty good job for her match. Same with what else? Same with they had a Mae Young last qualifying match to who gets in. That was pretty much about it. That's all NXT had to offer.
I don't follow NXT, which
it wasn't too bland. And then they had a segment with the Street Profits, and it was just, oh, okay. And then the whole I found the most funniest thing, if you want to go check out the best thing on NXT, right, was the Velveteen Dream and EC3 taking in the Velveteen Dreams event. That shit was the most funniest thing I've ever seen. It was great. It was fantastic. Fantastically done. Whoever scripted it was great. That was like, it was the most laughable thing. If you want to go check out some highlights, go check out that. That was funny. I enjoyed the shit out of that.
Well, let's get into Ring of Honor. It's late as hell because it happened on the 3rd. That's the last one that's been put up. Pretty decent. It advanced on storylines. When it gets to the Atlanta tapings, which I was not a part of, but I saw, some of this stuff will make more sense. So, first match, Alex Shelley versus the last real man, Silas Young, #1 contendership for the Ring of Honor television title. Alex Shelley wins with the cradle shock. Pretty solid match.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on
it? The Silas Black match, or Silas Young, sorry. Like him, but I got why they did what they did. Like seeing him back. I like seeing him on television though. It was pretty good match. They both were throwing good moves. That one move at the end by Shelley was amazing though. That's the first time I've seen that. I haven't seen enough of Alex Shelley. So actually, I've been watching Ring of Honor a lot now, so it's kind of like I should know the moves.
Yeah, I mean, this is really the first time in a while they're giving, not Alex Shelley, but Chris Sabin. Chris Sabin, like a spotlight, and it's only because he's just got out of the Super Juniors. So because Ring of Honor and New Japan have that relationship, they probably want to elevate Sabin, especially with Alex Shelley retiring. So whatever.
Why is he retiring though? I don't understand.
Injuries. He's
okay.
Probably taking time off to recover. He say he'll be back, but he's gonna give his body a rest.
Gotcha.
Next match, the villain Marty Scurll defeated the hero Shane Helms. Entertaining match. The villain wins with a low blow after the distraction. I enjoyed this better than the first match.
I agree with you there.
It was just a fun match. It was just fun.
I agree that I knew that match was not going to end with Hurricane winning though. But it's good to see Hurricane, man. It's good to see him back in a ring though.
Yeah, I thought his career was done. I was surprised he was wrestling as good as he was in the ring.
It looks like he got buff.
Yeah. Good shape.
Good shape.
And next you had this. It was went kind of quick because it was on like 3 matches. So we're breezing through this. It was a triple threat, 3-man, 6-man tag, whatever. It was SCU, SoCal Uncensored, versus the Bullet Club of the Young Bucks, and Adam Page versus El Inganables de Japan. If I said that right.
Yeah, you did.
There was a car crash match. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of high intensity moves and high flying stuff. In the end, it ends with Los Ingobernables de Japan defeating, getting the pin on SoCal Uncensored due to the Briscoes hitting Christopher Daniels in the back with a steel chair, and Bushi off the top rope hitting a code breaker, getting the pin on Christopher Daniels. Pretty solid. Your thoughts on this?
Like I said, like I agree with you there. Pretty solid match. Is Evil part of that? Is Evil part of that?
Yeah, Evil. Yeah, Evil. He's
yeah. Anytime I see Evil, I love any Evil match. So it was really good.
Like one of the best parts was when they hit the rite of passage assisted with both of the Bucks on both sides, and they power drive.
Yeah, I seen that.
I think they power drive Evil, not Evil, but Sonata down. That was pretty cool. And then it continues the story of SoCal Uncensored versus the Briscoes. I think it's going to be an interesting tag team match, but who's going to, like, I guess it's going to be Bad Influence, Frank, and Christopher. I don't know where Scorpio Sky is going to fit in there. I think they're probably going to put him into it with the television title, but I don't want to give away too much. A spoiler. I don't want to give away too much with that.
Gotcha.
So with that being said, let's move on to the main course, Impact Wrestling for this week. And for this week, it was above average. Like, average is a 5. This show was, to me, 6.5. You know, whatever.
I'm echoing through your through your mic.
Am I spoken up?
Yeah, I'm echoing. What I think you can turn your speakers down real quick.
Hold on, let me turn my AC down also. That's what it is. All right, is that? Let me check the volume.
Is this your speakers? Whatever I'm going through. See you turn those down. Slightly.
Still good.
Okay. No, I'm still echoing through your mic. Is this your speakers?
Oh,
yeah. Is this whatever speakers you're using?
It's because they were so close.
I got you. Okay. I can't believe you said it was above average. I'm surprised. I thought it was pretty good this week.
I mean, above average, that doesn't mean bad. It just means that it wasn't like, oh my God, I'm gotta run to the screen and tell everybody this was the shit. It was just okay.
I thought Impact was the shit this week. I know I sound pretty weird with that, but I thought it was the shit. You had a pretty good match with Pentagon Jr. and I know it sounds weird with Matt Sydal. I thought that was a good match for the week.
Ooh. We may disagree on that when we get to it.
Wow. What else did I like? I liked the whole OVE segment. I did like that.
I love that. I love that one. That was
what was the women's match? I did like that.
Ooh, yeah.
What else? It's the Badeau thing. I didn't really care for.
Who?
Whatever her name is, the woman's thing.
Oh, the Scarlett Bordeaux.
Yeah.
The smoke show, like when okay, let's just get into it. Let's just get into it because we're ruining the whole thing. So it starts off. Oh, I do it. It starts off with a brawl between LAX and the OGs backstage. They're brawling, they're doing everything or whatever, and it comes to a point where Hernandez, he's about to throw one of the LAX members off of a balcony, and right before he's about to do that, security comes in. They're like, "Oh no, don't do it, don't do it, please don't do it." And one of the security guards catches a border toss into a wall for his troubles. I enjoyed that opening. That shows that, hey, these guys hate each other so much that it's a fight anytime they see each other.
It was very entertaining. Like I was glued to my screen. I was like, is this shit ever gonna end? I thought they were gonna take it all over the place, though. That's what I thought.
And let me see, moving on. Okay. I see what my thing's kind of locked up because yeah, I did a I guess it did a software update, so I'm gonna install update. Hopefully it won't take us offline. Let me go ahead and do the install update so the camera get back right. All right, you should get you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. I hate when it does like a auto update. I was wondering why everything was like frozen or whatever. The camera was frozen and whatever. I'm not going to like restart or whatever. I'm just going to do that. Hell dog. I gotta upgrade this AMD. This 270. I'll do that one day.
I thought American had a 290X or a 390X.
Yeah, that one at triple win force or whatever. I probably like a 460 or something like that. Shut the hell up, dog. Shut the hell up.
So hashtag is American upgrading processors or anything this year?
Yeah, definitely the process gotta get down 8 core.
Definitely. There you go.
Shut the hell up, dog. Shut the hell up. Stop barking.
What else? What else do we got covering? What else do we got going on for Ring of Honor? I mean, Impact. What was the other match? We had Matt Sydal and Pentagon. There goes American.
All right. See, damn. It's just about there.
We are waiting for an update, so we might as talk about Mike Sydal that I don't like, or Mike Sydal, Matt Sydal. Sorry. Let's talk about the two spits.
The two spits.
The two spits when they did the super kicks, like their teeth were coming out. You didn't see that?
I was on the like a.
You know, I'll give Impact credit. You know, I'll give Impact all the credit in the world when you watch it on TV, because I watched it on TV and I also watched the tape, the stuff that we get from whatchamacallit, and that quality is much better than it is on my television. But the thing is, I'll give Impact credit. They allow cursing. They allow it big time. With some blurping, though. But I'm okay with that. At least they're allowing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be a more
like Pentagon Jr. Pentagon Jr. going right in the face of Matt Sydal and calling him like a couple bad words was fantastic.
Listen, bitch.
It was great. Like I was pretty pleased. You know, that was the match I was pleased about. You know, they were allowing the cursing, and then the what was it? The beat up at the very beginning was good. That was the two things.
Let's see. Well, I guess it's just the camera that's okay. Okay. So,
dun dun dun.
The Desi Hit Squad versus Petey Williams and Ishimori. Ishimori and Petey Williams get the surprise victory with Ishimori hitting this like I don't know what the hell it is, like a DDT into like a gut buster. I was surprised that this even happened. Like the Desi Hit Squad losing. And before I pass it to you, I'm gonna say this. It was something all with the Desi Hit Squad. Like I'm giving it a chance, but here's the thing. Here's why it's all. It's the LAX effect again. You got a leader in Gamma Singh who does all the talking and basically gets all the heat, and you got these two guys who are blank slates where we really don't know anything about them. So it makes you not care about the team so much. And I mean, it was a good match, but it was just really surprising that you don't see that often, like a tag team getting beat by a mismatched tag team.
P.D. Williams pretty popular, and Ishimori is pretty popular. So the Bone Soldiers. So I get why they won that match. The Desi Hit Squad, I never really understood them from the very beginning. Like I kind of disconnected because I've seen it done before. That's the thing. I've seen it done before with because American Alucard drinking the juice.
V8.
He's got to drink. He's got to drink those Desi Hit Squad feelings.
100% juice, apples, grapes, carrots. The fuck?
I'm drinking the old good coffee.
Carrots and sweet made with 3 pounds of vegetables and fruit. Okay, that's good to know.
Americans like Americans the Austin Aries of things. So back to the Dizzy Squad. I just can't. I've said this for weeks. I don't know. I'm not buying it. It reminds me so much of AOP. I'm sorry, different promotion, but like if Paul Ellering was part of this, I would believe it more. I just can't. I just can't. It reminds me of Jinder Mahal. I'm sorry.
Shit.
I'm sorry, but it does. It does.
Don't hinder the gender, bro. Don't hinder the gender.
It does. It's pretty bad. Desi Hit Squad's kind of falling flat. I mean, they need to lose a match. How many victories could you give them against all seriousness? How many times could you give them victories against jobber tag teams?
Yeah, I can see your point on that one.
And Fall Out, and how many times can you go against Fall Out and KM and win?
That would get
the new B team. The new B team.
Yeah, but the B team, they had time to get over. That's the thing, though.
That's true.
Like the Miz helped the B team get over or whatever.
Do we was that the next match? Was that Tessa Blanchard and was that the next match after the tag team match?
Well, next you had Pentagon Jr. cutting a promo talking about how Matt Sydal has 3 eyes, but he has 0 fear. Pretty much a promo for their match. Yeah.
Here, I gotta
doing Pentagon. Like as far as promos, they know the guy can't really speak English, so why not give him these creepy, segmented?
Here. I'll give it to you. Huh? Blandy Pentagon. He's bland. I've got a new nickname, Blandy Paragon. Pentagon. Blandy. There you go. You're welcome. Just like Blandy Orton. We got Blandy Pentagon. He comes out the same way every week. Change the shit up, please. Please. It's not. It's the same thing. He comes out and he goes, 0, Nero. He says the same thing and he puts his fingers and I'm like, dude, how much more can I take of this? How much more? It's going to get old, and it's getting old. Like, I don't like, honestly, like I said a couple weeks ago to you, he's like the guy in the background. And I feel like he does more in Lucha Underground than he does in Ring of Impact. Sorry.
Then you had
I thought Matt Sydal did a better job this week.
I mean, obviously, Matt Sydal, he's a lot better on the mic, and plus he has a better grasp of the English vocabulary. But next you had Allie backstage talking about Tessa Blanchard and that she's really not going after the women's title, and it's all about taking out Su Yung, and you have Kiera Hogan there, and Kiera Hogan's like, yeah, I got your back or whatever, and I'm gonna beat up the bridesmaids. I'm gonna share my screen right now, Tig. Tell me, Allie doesn't look like she's gonna fuck Kiera Hogan up if she loses the match or gets in her way. I'm gonna screen share it real quick. I just all right. Look at that face. Look at that face, bro. Bro, it's an alley heel turn on the way. People don't even know it. That face is.
That face looks like. That face looks like. What did you just freaking say to my face?
Oh, you're coming out too. Okay. You gonna be in the way? Okay. If I lose this match, somebody's catching a fucking cold.
Look at Kara Hogan. Look at Kara Hogan too, like staring out, like, bruh, you just didn't take my man. Look at that look. Look at that look. Yeah, Kara Hogan? Did you hear her on Instagram? Was it Instagram or Twitter? Blaming Ember Moon because that was supposed to be her gimmick, and then WWE released her, and then Ember Moon took the whole gimmick.
What is Ember Moon's gimmick? Like, she's a witch, she's a warrior. Like, what
Ember Moon? It's she's something that she's not a witch. It's a whole mystic wizard type deal. So that was the whole thing. Look at Austin Aries. Look at Austin Aries right there. Look at that fit. Look at that look. Like, don't. He looks like. Did you just eat my Cheerios? Did you eat my Cheerios? I know you did.
Right there, Aries is talking about Eddie Edwards is a madman or whatever. He hates that Eddie Edwards became madman because he was a really good wrestler. He respected him or whatever. But he said he's still the best or whatever. Then you move on to Guerrero and Joe Henry and Katrina, and I don't know where this storyline is going. Like, is Grado just being overly like heelish and over Katrina, or Joe Henry and Katrina playing Grado? Like, and really, does anybody care about this storyline?
I really don't care, to be honest with you.
I mean, I guess if would you care if Grado turned heel?
No.
Wow.
No, I would, because Grado's uninteresting to me. Like, ever since he's been part of TNA Dixie Carter era till now, I've not been interested in Grado. Like, Grado's character. Okay, I like him in the independent scene because he's more serious. On here, it's more of it's like a Funaki type deal. Too fault like you're good talent, but too corny for my taste. I know what they're doing with this. Katrina's gonna turn on him. You're gonna watch a segment where they get in the ring and Katrina kicks him in the balls. He falls to the ground, and she says, "Well, I was never into you." What was that?
My balls. I'm Guerrero. You hit me in my balls.
I was never into you. You know that whole. It's gonna be just like that. I was never into you. I just gave you the illusion that I was into you. I made you believe. Because that's the way it's going, and she needs to work on her in-ring skills though when she fights another match, personally, Katrina. But it sets up for that.
Grado, Grado, he's the one that needs some kind of character change.
Maybe he needs a manager, personally, not a gimmicky manager. He needs a manager.
He needs a manager and change his whole style.
He needs to be more ruthless, and he needs to stop being funny, and he needs to stop with the fanny pack. He needs to stop with a lot of things that just come out and beat people up.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Because is dead ass.
Tessa Blanchard. Give it her. Hashtag WWE dropped the ball. Hashtag should have been part of the Mae Young 2 and got signed.
Hopefully Ricochet's dropping the ball in Blanchard.
No, they're not. They're not girlfriend and boyfriend anymore.
Oh man, fucking up. But
you know what WWE screwed up on, and I saw this. Ivelisse should be in the Mae Young Classic. They should have offered her a huge contract. Same with Impact. Yeah, why is Ivelisse?
Impact should have had Ivelisse. They had her, but then this is what. Okay, I don't know if you remember this. They were going to either give a contract to Ivelisse or Lady Topper.
They gave it to Lady
chose to give it
Toppa.
to Lady Topper.
Man, how's that worked out? Lady Toppa has not been really that great.
Yeah, that's the, yeah.
She
I
came
don't know
back
what.
with Global Force. She came back with Global Force Wrestling, and it's just like it's a Nia Jax situation.
I mean, just by looking at Lady Topper's size, she should be bigger than what she is, but it's something that's not connecting.
No, no.
Uh, Tessa Blanchard versus Alicia Edwards. Tessa Blanchard wins. Tessa Blanchard's power on full uh, hormone rage display. Uh, she wins with a hammerlock DDT.
Can we give
And
it to
afterwards,
Alicia Edwards though? At least Alicia Edwards showed me something this week. She's got good talent.
yeah, but it's
She's
just the fact
got
that she hasn't been on
potential.
TV all the time.
But Tessa Blanchard's got to keep winning. That's the whole thing. And then she cut this beautiful promo at the
Oh
end.
man,
Oh, dude, I was like, wow. You're gonna come after. I know you're coming after the title, Ali. We all know what's happening. So let me cut to the chase. And I thought she was gonna call her the B word. Let's cut to the chase, B word. Uh, if you're gonna go after that, if you're gonna go after Sue Young, I'm gonna be there with you, and I'm gonna beat. I almost want her to say like Stone Cold Steve Austin, I'm gonna beat you like a roadhouse. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for because that's her character. I love her character. Tessa Blanchard's a really good heel right now. Honestly, like one of the best heels right now.
legitimate, scary. I want to say not scary, but intimidating. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Intimidating heel.
Oh, dude, did you see her hit the ropes? And when she clinched back with her elbow, she turned around and got even more angry. And she hit Alicia with this like devastating punch. And I was like, oh my, just go down, just stay down.
Then you had skip ahead a little bit.
Matt Sydal that cut a beautiful promo that I actually finally kind of got behind because he actually came with gusto behind it. Actually, some feeling.
Scarlett Bordeaux got this dude carrying her bags.
Yeah. Is she ever gonna wrestle? This is the thing. Is she ever gonna wrestle? What's the thing with her? I don't understand her character. That's why I've kind of disconnected. And when she cut the first promo and when she first entered, wasn't feeling it. So I don't get what she's doing. Is she gonna be part of it? Women's thing?
Pretty much, I think her character is gonna be is she's gonna wrestle, but not anytime soon. Pretty much, she's so beautiful that she's going to scheme her way out of wrestling for a while until she gets into a feud with somebody, and then she's forced to be into a wrestling match. But the thing is, who next week? Like, okay,
Kara Hogan.
no, Kara Hogan's still gonna be with Allie.
Oh yeah, they gotta have that feud.
So, like backstage, they had this thing where the Impact higher ups they were like telling this guy, "Get the hell out of here! We don't want to see any talent." Scarlett comes in looking all hot, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Scarlett, we're gonna give you your own show." Blah blah blah, and it's gonna be next week. So we're gonna see what female is gonna be on the show, and that's gonna be Scarlett's first feud, basically.
Gotcha.
Uh, then you had the Matt Sydal thing. Matt Sydal, I'm feeling, Matt Sydal's promo work. It's not amazing, but it fits his character. He's pretty much like, yeah, I lost the title, but that's physical. I still have the spirit of the S Division, blah, blah, blah. I got my third eye open. Whatever. It fits the character.
It does. What I liked about the promo though is over Pentagon's. What I didn't like was Matt Sydal had more of that belief behind it, and Pentagon, it's just the same thing over and over and over again.
Zero metal.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like, dude, I'm so over it. I'm just saying, I'm so over it.
Let me ask you something, Ted. With the Scarlett Bordeaux thing, is she hot enough to like merit this gimmick to where she just has dudes like, oh my god, my dick can only get so fucking hard. You can have my whole wallet. I mean, does it merit that, or should another woman have been in this place? How do you feel about it personally?
She needs to dress in more sexy outfits though.
Okay.
And I'm not buying the whole I'm not buying the whole I'm really just not I'm not buying the whole I'm just not buying her because to me they're trying to do another Maria Kanellis within Impact. I get what they're doing with that. But my thing is if she's going to do that then give her a talent. Yeah, I wouldn't want her fighting. She could fight talent. I'm okay with this, but if you're gonna go that direction, then put somebody behind her. That tells me there's another woman that's gonna be coming in.
You talk about like a bodyguard type, like she got a big ugly bitch behind her.
Yeah. That's what I'm predicting this. Like she's gonna have somebody come in with her. There's gonna be somebody else behind this because well, why wouldn't you? Kind of reminds me of the whole Tyrus and Eli Drake thing. You know, like she's gonna have her own show. Think about it, and then she's gonna make fun of people. So think about it. She's got to have protection. Eventually down the line, they're gonna have to have that storyline somewhat. She needs to dress a little bit more sexier for me. I feel like it's a little too fake, and I just the hair I don't mind, but she needs to dress a little bit more sexy for my opinion to make it believable.
To ramp it up.
To ramp it up to make it more believable. Yeah, to dress her up in more sexy outfits like this right now. I get it. Impact, like the thing is, like WWF. Okay, back in WWF days, we're gonna go. Sorry, WWE. Sorry. Can't say the other name. But WWE. If you go back into the Attitude Era of WWE, okay, what made characters like her really great was the fact that they wore sexy outfits and you made the character believable.
It was like modern sexy. Like this, like I kind of see what you're saying. Like this outfit she's wearing now, it's like 1920s high. It needs to be like modern, like sundress, really short.
Well, if you're gonna go for it, then go for like the whole like what's going on right now in the world, like hot. Like I'm not saying like Nicki Minaj kind of hot crap. I'm talking about like I would say if we're gonna go for it, kind of like a like Kylie Jenner or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, like go a little bit that way with it. Make it a little bit more believable. You got to make it believable because if she's gonna be the BI of the room, okay, let's say like Maria Kanellis, for instance, right? You're gonna make her believable, and you got to have somebody. I'm predicting they're gonna have somebody behind her. They got to. There's no way. Like you can't have her own show and then someone come out and they have a feud that she's gonna be that person in the room that's gonna. There you go, Tessa Blanchard. There you go.
No, I wouldn't want to see that because Tessa's he's a star on her own. I wouldn't want her saddled with no shit like that.
How about the Black Lagoon chick? How about that?
Yeah, I can see what you're going with that, but she's not intimidating. Well, a woman that's like tall or like big is like, okay, you're gonna take some other women to knock her down, or like a tremendous effort.
That's true. That's true. It's just really hard to get behind her. She's hot in her own right.
Damn it, why do you have to call people niggas? Goddamn, you'd be perfect for this shit.
What?
Oh man. But anyway, let's move on to.
Yeah, American just got me like all like what? You know, if there's a women's segment, I know I'm dissecting it. I sound terrible.
Pentagon versus Matt Sydal. Pentagon wins with the
battle of super kicks.
Yeah. Look, Pentagon wins with the driver. But here's the thing. I wasn't impressed with this match. I thought with these two names and the matches they put on in the past. So sorry that got the burps. This match should have been like match of the year type stuff, but instead it was just like, like I don't know if their chemistry didn't match together well, and like this was their first time like wrestling together.
Yeah,
maybe that's what it was. But I was expecting way more out of this match. I was expecting this shit to blow the roof off. Like people, on Matt Sydal, Pentagon Jr., gather around children, let me tell you a story type of stuff.
No, what you got was the Kevin Kelly super kick, super kick, super kick, super kick,
Mm-hmm.
super kick, super kick, super kick. That's what you got.
Match. No. It's just a good match that probably will be forgotten. And I was expecting something like match of the year type stuff. I don't know how you felt about it.
Like I said, super kick, super kick, super kick. Well, that's all you got. You got them topping each other with super kicks. Then you had Pentagon doing that driver first one. He kicks out of it. I was like, oh, it's over. Then you had another match. You had not another match. You had another moment in that match where he does it again and then he wins. I'm like, I thought Matt Sydal would have done like the 450 if I thought he was going to do the 450. And they made Matt Sydal look more believable through promo. So I thought Matt Sydal was going to win, get one over on Pentagon. That's what I thought. And I thought maybe Matt Sydal would turn more of a heel, beating the crap out of Pentagon. That's what I thought.
It really
make it
feel like Sydal's a heel though. It really doesn't. Nothing
well, no, make Matt Sydal look a little bit more mean. Have him beat up Pentagon badly, and turn around and go, "Here's my third eye. You see it? You see it?" I was expecting at the end, like just to put it over the top. You see it, and then he pulls out a chair and he hits him like in the middle of the face. Like, do you see my third eye now? You will never ever be in the same league as me. That's what I was waiting for, but they didn't. Okay, I'll say that. Go to that picture right there, not the Phoenix match, but the Su Yung
versus Ali.
Yeah, that picture, dude. That picture of Ali and Su Yung, the Su Yung portion of that. Jesus. That's a pretty good picture though. Ali, on the other hand, I don't know. Ali looks constipated. I'm sorry. It's like Su Yung, like I want Su Yung to hold that title for a while. I really do.
At least until Rosemary comes back.
Yeah, Su Yung is so believable. I believe what she's selling, and I like Su Yung. Su Yung puts on hell of a match. Hashtag go watch Paige's mom's match. Go watch that. You can see how good of a worker Su Yung is, though, overall.
Then you had OBE, Sammy Callahan talking about, I'm tired of losing. I'm sick and tired of it. We got to do something. And he asked the Chris brothers, one of them to shave their head. And Jake, he's not Jake, but
you're gonna go bald today.
He was like, I'm not shaving my head, bro. Come on. And Jake, he's like the Weasley one that follows Callahan. He's like, yeah, I'll do it. And then he has Dave do it. He's like, we're gonna look like a family. We're gonna look pretty together. I'm like, bro, Callahan, world title, give it to him now. Now
they're never gonna give him. They're never gonna give him the title, though. That's the sad part. I want them to. I want them to.
Callahan versus Phoenix next week. I'm looking forward to that, man. I think it's gonna be a clash of styles, and that should be really good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Huh?
I agree with you with that. It's gonna be a nice clash of styles. It's gonna be a good match.
And I hope they don't continue this losing streak of Callahan. Like, Phoenix is not gonna be there for a while. Like, come on, bro. You gotta throw Callahan some kind of bone. Like, I would think they would Callahan's gonna win this match next week.
Callahan should start winning. That's the thing. If you want him to be in the title picture again, then you would want to that's the promo of the night, by the way. That promo, that is the promo of the night right there. The one you're showing right there. That was, you know what? Okay, so OVE, okay. Good segment. I thought it was funny. And honestly, they should be doing something with Callahan a little bit more than what they're doing now. But segment of the night goes to that one that you're pointing at, right? The one that you have stopped right there. That is segment of the night. Like, give it to Conan. Conan knows how to fucking like just know. Oh, dude. Like, I love it. That whole segment I loved. I'll let you go through it.
I mean, it basically come on and say, I'm not even gonna try, man. Like, I enjoyed the promo for what it was. I just wish Conan, as great as he is on the mic, the other two guys would also talk on the mic and get their point across. Then you have King's is great on the mic. He says that you fell into our trap. You won the battle, but what about the war? Stupid people. And here's another thing I listen to. When they hit LAX's music, this is what it says. LAX 187 homicide, Conan, K-Dog. I'm like, whoa. Why don't they have their own? Why doesn't Santina and Ortiz have their own LAX theme song music with homicide in it? It makes no sense, but that's a minor nitpick. Like you said, it's an overall good segment between these two mic talkers. That was just a small nitpick.
Oh man, I like the fact when he turned around and goes, "You glory hole bitch." I was like, wow, we're really going here. And like the crowd was I was actually getting into it when I was watching. I was like, oh my, really? We're going here. Okay. This reminded me so much of the Attitude Era. Like just straight up trash talking. Let's get it going. And then he turned around and said, me and you for the I want the titles back. I want to get our titles back. So it's gonna be you and I next week. That's what we're doing. We're gonna do a street fight match. Boom, boom, boom. Or we do it at Bound for Glory. And then you see the OG guy, the main guy. What's his name? I forgot what his name is. Hernandez. What's the one in the middle?
Eddie Kingston.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to butcher his name. Kingston turns around. He looks at him like, I have nothing to come back with. It was a great segment overall. Conan does good little segments. I'm with you with that. The tag teams need to be talking. The two guys, part of it, need to be talking a little bit more. They are very popular. They should be on a mic talking. They should not be, we're getting beat up all the time. No, you should be on a mic saying something. And also another thing too, what was I going to say? The music too. Now mentioning it, it's just a rehash of what they had back in TNA.
Yeah, they should have new music, like
new music.
Like
yeah,
a new tag team.
Yeah.
But moving on, you had Jimmy Jacobs cutting a promo. As you can see, he says that Johnny Impact disrespected him because he just wanted to talk, and he's not a bad guy. Jimmy Jacobs, he's a good guy. But the disrespect will not be allowed. And since Johnny Impact wants the monster, he's gonna get the monster. And that Jimmy Jacobs is the monster. Now, I know what people are gonna say. Oh, Jimmy Jacobs versus Johnny Impact. I don't want to see that. Look, Jimmy Jacobs, one of the most vicious men I've ever seen in a ring. This could get violent, people, really quick. So Jimmy Jacobs in a wrestling ring, hell yes. Hell to the yes. Your thoughts on that?
Jimmy Jacobs in any ring is perfect with me. If he does, I think Congo Kong will be there. They'll have the match, and then Jimmy Jacobs will do something to beat the shit out of because now he said he wanted to be back in a ring, so more than producing. So give him credit. If he comes out, beats the shit out of Impact, it makes it way more believable.
You can bring the Spike back. I don't know if you remember the Spike from RoH.
Yeah, I remember the Spike.
Oh man,
he was sadistic then. And if they unleash, I thought Sami Callihan's sadistic. No, Jimmy Jacobs is sadistic. He's very much sadistic. If you've ever watched his old Ring of Honor matches, he's sadistic as hell.
But I wonder if they would let him do some of the stuff they did back in the day, like Age of the Fall, where they hung up one of the Briscoes upside down and punched his head, and like Jimmy Jacobs was like underneath the blood dripping. I wonder if they would do something like that. Like maybe that would be too far.
No, because Impact is Impact is like that. Impact is doing things that other promotions are not doing. That's why a lot of us watch it.
Yeah. So yeah. I'm just happy that hopefully Jimmy Jacobs is stepping back into the ring. on broadcast television.
Well, you got Hurricane on the other side stepping back in the ring, so I wouldn't be surprised if they allow it to happen.
Yeah. Then it moves along to the main event: Eddie Edwards versus Austin Aries. Let me say this: I was kind of worried, like a lot of people, about Eddie Edwards playing this character of a psycho, and since Eddie Edwards never really has shown any personality per se, and this is a really character-driven type of thing. Eddie Edwards is knocking it out of the park. Like, he's doing things that when you're a psycho character, you should be doing, like doing a over-the-head suplex and then landing and hitting a snow angel, getting slapped, and then just dancing around the ring like you heard fucking 2 Chainz or whatever. Let me see. Oh yeah, changes to your move set. Like Eddie Edwards, he does the Blue Thunder Bomb. Usually, before he went crazy, he did it very crisp, very smooth. Now when he does the Blue Thunder Bomb, it's fucking chaos. Like, he lifts the guy up, spins him around, and well, I used to catch your leg and drive you down to the ground, but now I guess you're on your own. Sucks to be you. That's good stuff. That's how a crazy man should be wrestling, with the sprinkles, just the tiny sprinkles of, oh yeah, I used to be a talented wrestler, so it makes me doubly dangerous. I don't know how you felt about Eddie Edwards and his new character approach. We'll talk about the match ending afterwards.
I agree with you. I agree with you with everything you just said. Like, legitimately, Eddie Edwards is pretty amazing. Like, not gonna lie, he's really, really good at what he does. And honestly, continue with it because he's a good worker, and it looks like it shows. His new gimmick, this new character he's got ever since Tommy Dreamer passed the torch to him. It's been great. I like it. Love it. I think it's fantastic. Continue with it. And you can see through the match. It was pretty good. But we'll get into more of this match because I was really blown away. I thought they were going to give him the title and kind of have that feud happen again between Sami Callihan and him. And then I was like blown away. You'll get into the rest of it, but I was blown away by what just happened.
Well, this was match of the night. No, match of the night. It ends controversially because the referee gets knocked out by accident. Eddie Edwards grabs his kendo stick, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, he's on wet Aries while the referee's out. He whacks the referee, which another nice touch. Whacks the referee first, then tries to whack not Edwards, but Aries. Aries low blows him, tries to go for something. Aries gets still hit with the kendo stick by Edwards. Eddie tries to choke Austin in the corner with the kendo, and out comes
Killer Kross.
Killer Kross. I'm thinking to myself, okay, Killer Kross, he's going to beat up both of them, have the discretion. And also, before me and you did the review and whatever, I didn't watch the rest of this show. I only watched the rest of it Friday. So Friday morning, I saw the picture of Killer Kross behind Austin Aries. I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe Austin Aries won and Killer Kross came out and he's behind him and he's the next challenger for the belt, whatever.
Yeah.
But when I saw it and, the whole thing, I saw Eddie Edwards get a Doomsday Saito from Killer Kross, and Killer Kross gathering, allowing Aries to hit the brain buster, and then he comes back in. So what essentially you have now is Austin Aries either paying for the services of Killer Kross, which makes him even more dangerous now. And I said this on Twitter too. Chase Oliver and Hill Steven. Why is this this feels like it's going to be Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, but done way, way, way better.
I disagree with you with that. I actually disagree with that. I don't think it's gonna be a that kind of. I don't want to mention that because that little partnership over on WWE is kind of terrible to me.
That's why I said be better. It's gonna be way better.
It's gonna be way better, but I disagree with the whole Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. It's gonna be more like a oh man, if we want to go there, it would be kind of like what happened in NXT.
What?
It's like the Undisputed Era kind of deal to me. If you got Killer Cross, then they'll add somebody else to the mix. Think about it. Austin Aries having a little faction of his own. Think about that. The greatest man ever lived. Yeah, and he has two guys backing him up, and they just beat the shit out of people. Wouldn't that I mean, to me, that's great. It's good for business. And you know what? Austin Aries now, like, Austin Aries can cheat to win. You know what I mean? It makes his heel. It makes him more of a heel now. It makes him more believable.
Well, he was already cheating to win anyway, so.
Well, it makes it over the top, you know, way over the top.
Then you have Killer Cross, like they're putting him in a very high position, very being the champ's bodyguard, and we really don't know his role now because it could have been just like Killer Cross. He's getting paid to do that, so he could do that for anybody. So we really don't know the partnership details.
Well, Killer Cross, what else needs to be said? Killer Cross is now working under the champion now. He can grow now. He needed something to make him relevant. That's the thing. What was he doing that was relevant? Nothing. Except beating people up and leaving freaking cards now. Mm-hmm. Now what you could do is you could have him work under Austin Aries for a while, right? And then you can have that feud between him and Austin.
They could, yeah, because eventually that is going to blow. It would blow up just like everything with Austin Aries because somebody starts getting more of the spotlight. He's going to get upset and whatever. So yeah,
you can have that. You can have that feud starting, which I don't mind. It helps talent at that point. So I like about Austin Aries is he happened with Austin Aries when he was part of 205 Live. Same thing. He was building talent. But unfortunately, WWE didn't recognize that he was really good at what he does. And everywhere else that Austin Aries has gone, he's made everybody else, he's brought up talent.
Yeah.
And the sad part of it is he's going to bring up Killer Cross, and him and Killer Cross are going to go at each other. They're going to have a go at each other. So it's going to be great. I'll be happy with that. Killer Cross is good talent. I just want to see how far they're going to take him. Now, I disagree if we compare that to a Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. I don't think that's I
only say that is because it's a short guy and a really tall.
Okay, I want to say this, and it'll be the first time I say this on your channel. Mm-hmm. Dolph Ziggler is a bum.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna say this. He's a legitimate bum. Okay. Name me one. Okay. I want Dolph Ziggler to be better, but until WWE recognizes him as a champion, he's a bum in my eyes. What has he done? Okay, except win Intercontinental title belt after Intercontinental. I get in arguments with people that love Dolph Ziggler. Okay, tell me what Dolph Ziggler's done. Has he had his own gimmick? No. They're rehashing him as a Shawn Michaels 2.0. Like, yeah. 2.0, and like, does that make me want to like get into the character? No. I'm sorry to say this, he's a bum. And Drew McIntyre, honestly, I'm sorry. I love Drew McIntyre to a lot of defaults. I mean defaults. I like him to a big extent, but the problem is it's Dolph Ziggler. I've gotten bored with him. Like, they could make him into a Sheamus. Freaking badass. I'm going to beat you down and not give a shit level. And they've not pulled the trigger. I want to see Drew McIntyre turn around to Dolph Ziggler and just square up, punch him in the face, lay him on the ground and say, I made you. That's what I'm waiting for. Like, Drew McIntyre is like money. Dolph Ziggler's a bum. I'm sorry. Dolph Ziggler's a bum. What has he done except win Intercontinental titles? And honestly, when he won at Extreme Rules, was that believable to you? Do we take it? Did he really win that title, or did he have help with that? He had help with that. No. So I don't count him being a pure champion. The last time I took Dolph Ziggler serious, and I didn't call him a bum, was the when I thought they were going to give him the title, the world title or the championship from Dean Ambrose when Dean Ambrose was champion at the time, when he won the Survivor Series. And they had all this momentum behind him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
all this momentum. I thought, for instance, they were going to build him up to be the next best thing. And then we did nothing with him except have him lose a bunch and then treat him like garbage. Dolph Ziggler, if I want him out of WWE personally, I want him out of WWE. Put him on Impact. He'd be so much better on his. He would be world champion, multi-time.
Like, because of what WWE's done, you pretty much lost all hope with Dolph Ziggler. That's pretty much what you're saying.
Oh, I've lost all hope with who else have I lost all hope? Seth Rollins. Seth, I've lost all hope with. Like, tell me right now, do you think Seth Rollins at this moment of in his career, do you think he's relevant anymore? Like, do you think he's championship worthy? To me, he feels like mid card at best.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm not trying to sound rude about WWE. I'm not making fun of WWE. I'm being serious. Like, I watched Raws and SmackDowns, and I watched good talent like Samoa Joe. He's not walking out of SummerSlam being champion. I want him to be champion. He's doing the best heel turn I've seen in a while, and they're recatalyzing TNA in a bottle feud, but AJ Styles is working out. AJ Styles is the most over thing, and Vince McMahon's high up on him. Samoa Joe's not winning. That going through. And I got a lot of choice words to say about the whole Becky Lynch thing because Becky Lynch doesn't deserve a title. Asuka deserves that title, and I'm mad about that. I'm still upset about that. I'm furious.
Yeah, like, Becky Lynch, I can't remember the last thing she's ever done or whatever.
Well, I'm sorry to seem very angry. Any WWE guy, I love WWE, but when I'm passionate about a product, it just come out of love because I have love for these superstars that, like, for instance, Kana. I'm still gonna call her Kana because I don't like Asuka very much. Kana is a great hell of a talent, and this is what they're doing to her, flushing her down the toilet. What it looks like in her career. Like, I'm sorry, but she should be champion by now. She should have been champion by now. On SmackDown, they should have gave it to her on Raw when she was beating the crap out of Alexa Bliss. They never did. They never pulled the trigger, and I get why. I get it. She was 300 and something day champion over in NXT, and then Vince McMahon wanted to pull the trigger, and Triple H wanted to keep her more. I think Triple H saw, and I give Triple H respect for this. I think Triple H saw what was going to happen to Asuka, and I think he really wanted to protect her from it.
Yeah, she was on she was on there for like 2 years or more. Just like Aleister Black. I think Aleister Black's going on like 3-4 years.
Aleister Black is getting a Raw deal, and I'm gonna tell you this now. He's gonna start losing like Ty Dillinger. You watch. You watch. Or they give him the no. Once you become NXT champion, you're destined for the main roster at that point. Once you win it and then lose. So I have no hope for Aleister Black really on the main roster. It's really hard because all good talents. That's why I wish NXT was their own entity and they can just swap between what promotions they want to be a part of. I mean,
I wish NXT people would they really stay on NXT. They'd be like,
yeah,
that would be better for all.
Well, I wish it was a traveling show per week instead of just being at Full Sail University. I mean, they could sell out arenas personally.
Yeah, small ones.
Yeah, like they could be taping. They kind of could pull like a Ring of Honor kind of deal where they go around. Which I don't have problems with that, honestly. But I do have a problem with when good talent, like we've been talking back and forth about this. Excuse me, that we don't like what's going on with certain characters that we like.
It seems like they do misuse a lot of people that you
Shinsuke Nakamura. Did you know what happened with the whole world title thing? Because AJ was being featured on 2K Sports game, Nakamura got screwed. Vince thought it would be a better idea for AJ not to drop the title and have Shinsuke win the United States title. That was Vince's idea. Had nothing to do with anything else. It was Vince McMahon's idea. If you hear in wrestling news wise, that's why they did it, because he was being featured on the 2K Sports. That's why. And that tells me that AJ Styles is going to be featured all the way up until the game gets released as champion.
just to
Yeah,
sell a few more game copies.
probably.
Hmm.
Well, Samoa Joe should win it just alone, but you know that's not going to happen. SummerSlam doesn't look appealing to me at this point. It really kind of doesn't.
I have no idea what the match card is, to tell you the truth. Like,
Well, I can tell you. I can tell you the match card. You ready for it?
Go ahead.
So we have Cien Almas. Hold on, I can actually pull that shit up because I don't want to go out of order. Match card, SummerSlam. SummerSlam 2018. Okay, so here's the match card so far. You ready for it? Here we go. So hold on. Let me see here. Match card. Here we go. So we got kickoff match is gonna be Rusev Day with Lana versus Cien Almas and Selena Vega starting out the night. Then we get into it. I believe the first match of the night's going to be Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gulak for the Cruiserweight champion. And then we got and after that we got Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. American's sleeping.
Basically, I'm waiting on you to say a mess is gonna like wake me up. And
Finn Balor, Baron Corbin.
Huh?
Finn Balor, Baron Corbin. Braun Strowman, Kevin Owens. Then you get into you're gonna really get into it. Here we go. Okay, so here I'm reading out of order. So it's Rusev and Lana versus Cien Almas and Selena Vega, Daniel Bryan, The Miz, Finn Balor and Baron Corbin, Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens, Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gulak, the Bludgeon Brothers versus The New Day. The New Day. We got Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy for the U.S. title. We got Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental belt. Then we got Carmella, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's title. We got Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's title. We got AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. And then the finale, we got Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. When there's that's what's gonna happen. There's your predictions. Did American really fall asleep?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I tried to watch Raw Monday, right?
Yeah, and you fell asleep.
Bro, I fell asleep hardcore. I was like, I'm gonna just do a surprise review. I didn't care. Like,
that's why I don't review it much.
Like, here's the problem. WWE, they need, like, even though I know they won't do it, and I'm just doing lip service, they need new writers, and Vince McMahon just needs to go.
Well, Vince McMahon said he was taking a step back from everything.
I don't see it. Like, oh, let me see that script. Nah, you got it. What? Yeah. Okay, I guess so.
Oh my God, they're promoting Elias in concert thing.
Huh?
Elias in concert.
Oh yeah, that's when I really tuned out. Elias and Bobby Lashley are back feuding together. It doesn't get any lower than that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty freaking bad. The Takeover looks like the better. Takeover looks so much better.
Obviously.
Honestly, yeah. With the matches you got. Here, I'll go down here. Takeover 4. Here we go. Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane. Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano in a last man standing match. Adam Cole versus Ricochet. That's going to be match of the night. You know that's match. Yeah, I think that's going to be match of the night. Because Adam Cole and Ricochet, they've had their many feuds outside of WWE or NXT, so it's going to be pretty good.
I say EC3 versus Velveteen Dream.
That's another match of the night. That would be a good one too. I actually like the storyline that they're building up for that. The Undisputed Era. That one's pretty interesting with Mustache Mountain. That's going to be a pretty interesting match too. Every match of the night looks all of these you can have match of the night really. because they're all going to be like really good matches. I'm really hoping the Gargano match, and I know it sounds bad. I want Tommaso Ciampa to lose it though. I really do, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. I don't think Tommaso Ciampa is going to lose that title. I highly doubt it.
Damn, the Aleister Black injury, it made headlines like, okay, hold on. They're talking about somebody took him out. Okay. With a real life injury to Aleister Black, WWE rolled him out of the main event of TakeOver by having an anonymous attacker take him out in the car park. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not. I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna look at it right now. All right. Shayna Baszler.
Who do you think took him out?
I'm gonna take a wild guess here. It was Johnny Gargano.
Really?
He's so obsessed with Ciampa. He took out.
But here's my thing. It's a copycat. I said this to somebody. It's a copycat of the Eddie Edwards shit. That's all it is. It's just a copycat. I've said this for a bit, and somebody got mad at me for saying it on Twitter. I said it's a copycat. He's copying. They're copying pretty much what's happening in Impact. Down to a T. That's what I said, and I still live to that.
Yeah, but I still think this Gargano Ciampa thing, this should probably be the ender. Like Ciampa, he should retain, and then it should be revealed that Gargano was the one that attacked Ciampa. No, Gargano. My bad.
Black. Oh man, it's kind of hard because you can have Johnny Gargano win the title, right? Okay. You can have that feud with Aleister Black.
Ooh.
And have Aleister Black win the title back, and then Ciampa come back in the fold, saying, "No, I want my title back. I didn't get my rightful rematch. I want my rematch now." And he starts beating up Johnny Gargano. You can have a triple threat. Then you can replay that triple threat match that we were supposed to get at TakeOver. But I don't know if they're going to go that way. I think what they're going to do is they're going to end this segment. They're going to end it with Gargano losing. I really believe that.
I mean, either way, it's going to be good. I mean, you could go Gargano winning or you could go Ciampa winning. Either way, it has potential to be good. Either way.
Yeah. Well, and then Aleister Black, and that sets up a good feud going forward when he comes back.
I'm sorry, I'm on Twitter, man. Resident Evil is coming out with a $900 Japanese-only premium edition.
Yep.
What it comes with a typewriter that's Bluetooth that looks like the one from the game.
Yep.
Let's see what else.
We're gonna talk about video games. We might as well go all the way and talk about let's see, if we're gonna go all the way with it. What is coming out this year? We got Spider-Man, Tomb Raider.
Looking forward to Tomb Raider, definitely.
I got that pre-ordered. I got Spyro the Dragon pre-ordered just because of my childhood. That's pretty much what I pre-ordered that for.
Oh, it's the typewriter theme. Hold $675 for the. Oh, they're crazy for that.
What else we got coming out? Oh yeah, Black Ops. I played enough of that. I'm pretty excited for both.
Have you played the beta?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing the beta, and yeah, I need to upgrade my processor. It
eats processor. You notice that? It eats processor.
Yeah.
Eats a shit ton of processor.
I don't know if it is just my processor that I'm lagging or that I'm shit, because I'm having like mid-range fun with the beta. I don't know how you're feeling about the Black Ops 4 beta, but my fun is mid-range.
Well, I have an 1800X with a 1060, so First gen Ryzen. So I'm getting about roughly, if we're gonna talk frame rate wise, I'm getting about 60 to about 120, then back down to 60, sometimes 40s, depending on the game. But the game is a beta. I can't default it because it's the way it is. But I could definitely hope I hope when the full release comes out, I hope it's not a CPU intensive game because it eats CPU like you wouldn't believe. I sit in the 50s, 60s when playing at some points of the game, which is kind of scary.
I mean, as far as Call of Duty, it really hasn't changed, but at least it's not like you jumping all the way around, running on the walls type of thing. It's back to kind of boots on the ground. But
Yeah.
then again, it's not Call of Duty how you would know. Like now you got to worry about your health regen automatic. You got to do it yourself, and then you have to play the specialist, and you can't pick the specialty you want most of the time because it might be picked by somebody else. So
Yeah.
it's a different kind of Call of Duty.
Well, this Call of Duty brings me, I'll say this, Call of Duty brings me back into what old school Call of Duty was. I didn't play Black Ops 3. I never really did. So a lot of people like had to laugh on me when I said, well, I'm kind of excited for this Call of Duty because I didn't play Black Ops 3. So this gets me psyched up for the new one. What was the other one? World War II was okay. I didn't play it enough. I played it a little bit on PS4, but I didn't really care for it much. It didn't really wow me, you know, okay, it's boots on the ground, great. It didn't really wow me. This one kind of wows me a little bit.
Yeah, it feels more exciting.
Oh, well, Battlefield makes it exciting. If I played the alpha for that, the closed alpha at a friend's house, it was good. I think you're gonna get. So here's how I break it down. Battlefield's gonna be your story slash. It's gonna be your story slash multiplayer. You know, like the old school CODs, what people come for. It's gonna have a really good storyline. Call of Duty's, you're gonna get a story within the multiplayer, and then you're gonna get BR. All these games are coming with Battle Royale because Battle Royale is the thing. Battle Royale is the most popular thing on Earth right now, currently. I'm more excited this year to see. I'm excited for Tomb Raider because I beat the first two. The first two were phenomenal games. Yeah, I mean, I got to still finish it out on PS4. The Rise of the Tomb Raider. I still got to finish that. I beat it on Xbox, but I got to finish it on PlayStation so I can get ready for Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So I have it all nice and beat. On the Nintendo Switch side, I'm more of excited for Smash Brothers. I'm excited. I know that's not a real fighter game, but I'm excited for it.
I'm excited for the Tomb Raider. Like you said, the first two Tomb Raiders, excellent. So the third one should be really good.
The movie was okay though. The Tomb Raider movie was okay. I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to fit everything from the first one into the movie, but not enough time. Because if you fed everything into the Tomb Raider movie, you would have like a 3-hour movie. So I got why they kind of dumbed it down a bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I get why. But Tomb Raider's great. Sad that they're ending it right now. They could do so much more. They could actually, what they could have really do is they could implement the what is it? The original, like when they can redo the whole original game if they're having her go that way. The number one, they could just not remaster, but redo the whole storyline and make a new game out of it. But I get that. Now, wrestling this week was pretty okay. I was okay with a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I don't most WWE, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that next week because isn't SummerSlam next week?
I don't know. I'm kind of torn. Am I gonna watch? Am I really gonna watch? I'm gonna really watch. It's hard because I don't want to make fun of Roman Reigns fans. If you're a Roman Reigns fan, good on you, but I'm so sick of him getting chances for titles. And if he wins the title, I don't know what to say. I'm really gonna be blown. I know he's gonna win. There's no doubt about it. They've built this up for too long. You know what I mean? too long of building. No, he's going to win. And I know Ronda Rousey's going to win the women's title. No, beyond me. Ronda Rousey, I don't understand. That one, there was no build for that. She had 2 matches at best. We're giving her championship now.
I just got some breaking news on Facebook. I hope you're sitting down for this one. At All In, it will be Kenny Omega versus Pentagon Jr.
What?
Yes.
What?
Kenny Omega versus
No, you're joking.
Huh?
You're joking.
Oh, let me share the screen real quick.
You're joking. No, you're not joking. What? You're not joking. I'm seeing this for the first time. What? And there's no title on the line. There's no title on the line. What happens if Pentagon Jr. wins?
I guess he becomes a number 1 contender.
Is that how they're gonna?
Pentagon is zero. Amero.
So here's what we get on 0 Hour. So you guys ready for this? So drum roll, please. So far, so on 0 Hour on television, this is gonna be on television. This is gonna be the pre-show on television on WGN America. Okay, this is what we're getting so far for All In. Right, ready for it? We're gonna get Moose, Rocky Romero, Colt Cabana, Ellen Page or Ethan Page, and others in over-the-top budget battle royale at the very beginning. And then we're going to have the Briscoes versus Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky. Pre-show matches so far. Pre-matches.
Oh, man.
If Madison Rayne is working with WWE, can she be part of All In?
Yeah. No, is she? Where's All In taking place?
All In is taking place in the beginning of September.
Yeah, because I think they're taping the shows, but they aren't releasing the Mae Young Classic until the end of September. So yeah, it's possible.
So here's the matches so far we have for All In. Tessa Blanchard versus Madison Rayne versus Chelsea Green versus Britt Baker. Stephen Amell versus Christopher Daniels. Joey Janetti, or I'm saying his name right, probably wrong, versus Hitman Page. Jay Lethal versus Over the Top Battle Royale winner for the Ring of Honor Championship.
Okay.
Rey Mysterio, Banto, and Phoenix versus the Young Bucks and Kota Kabushi. And then Kusha Okada versus Marty Skull. And Kenny Omega versus Pentagon, and Nick Aldis versus Cody Rhodes for the NWA World's Championship. So far.
It looks like a pretty solid card.
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel the same way, but it looks solid. Not like overly amazing, but solid, really solid.
Well, they're going to probably add 2 more matches to this. I think they're going to add two more matches towards this, I think. That's what I think, but I could be wrong with that.
Penelope for. Okay, that's the bad, I guess. Yeah. I've never seen her before, but
let's see here. Riddle, I don't know if they're going to pull the trigger with him yet on NXT. I know he's NXT bound. I know he's not going anywhere else. I know WWE's offering him a buttload of money. Mm-hmm. Selena Vega wants to make it clear she is not with Austin Aries. Okay, thanks for telling. That was a news on one of the wrestling websites. Ambrose injury with blessing for Seth Rollins in the singles match career. Okay, all right. Well, rumor has it that Dean Ambrose is going to return.
He needs to. I mean, WWE's kind of boring without him.
Let's see. Yeah, there's really nothing here in the news part of it. Ronda Rousey possibly going to be winning the women's title. That's a given. She's going to win the title no matter what.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time or whatever.
WWE announces at breaking news: 6-time world champion in Australia will face Kevin Owens at the Mega Show in Australia.
Yeah.
Yep, John Cena. That's when he's making his comeback.
Cena. We've seen enough. I'm gonna get down here, man, because I'm falling asleep talking about WWE, and plus I want to play a little bit of that Black Ops 4 beta. Do you have it?
Man. Yeah, I do.
I'll see if you in a little bit. I'll send you a thing. We can play together if you want to, bro.
All right, man.
All right. Well, we're gonna cut it off here, people, and live stream coming, or maybe videos. Just maybe make video. But anyway, we'll catch you guys later. Got our Twitters in the bottom. Tech Rail, you do your outro.
Oh, thanks. Thank you for having me. Yeah, wrestling good for this week. Next week, exciting week for if you're a SummerSlam fan, whatnot. I'm not really excited. I'm more excited for Takeover anyway. Thank you. Thank you for having me, man.
All right. Well, I'll see you in a little bit, and to everybody else, see you guys next week. Peace out.